Hey guys, happy holidays. Coach Danielle here. And guys, if you haven't already heard, I'm about to give you guys the opportunity to watch me build for the first time in 7 years a business from scratch. I'm about to build a brand new brand. I'm not going to tell you what it's about. I'm about to build a brand new brand from zero social media, zero clients, zero graphics. I'm going to take an idea and build it into a six-figure business. Really, I'm going to say seven, but I'm going to at least show you six at first. And I think that's impactful because people can tell you what they've done, but I think people learn better when they show you. And so if you're walking with me step by step to build this business from scratch, nothing gets lost in translation. If you don't get to the same point I'm at, it's because you took a shortcut. If you don't get to the same point I'm at, it's because you didn't spend the time. You didn't spend the energy. So for those of you who are looking to either rebrand, which is basically starting over, or start a business from scratch, you can learn more in our session on Thursday, bit.ly/holiday sessions 2023. Make sure you register so you can at least learn what it takes to build a brand from scratch. There's a right way and there's a wrong way. So I'm here today with my new client, Marlene, and she's going to tell you more about her business in a minute. But I wanted to have somebody other than me come in and talk to you guys about, things that why you need a coach, what's the importance of coaching. And for those of you who are going to be building a business from scratch, what that really looks like. So good morning, Marlene. You want to tell me your first and
Good
last
morning, Marlene Tremuel. How are you?
name? I am doing outstanding. So let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. What do you think? And when you came to me for coaching, I don't know. I know what you were looking for. I don't know if you got what you was looking for. I think you got a little bit extra, right?
Yes, yes.
But what do you feel is the most important thing that anyone needs to know if they're building a business from scratch?
Well, to me, I need to know that you know the ups and downs of a business, and you've been in the trenches, and you know what it takes to be a six-figure earner, and you're going to show me exactly what you did, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
And for me, it's seven figures. But what I'm going to show you guys is that transition from zero to six. And the thing is, what got you six won't get you seven. So that's a whole nother level. But you do have to get to six before you get to seven, right?
Correct.
I think you're absolutely right. For me, I think that most people don't understand what a heavy lift it is.
Hmm.
And she's told me like three times, Coach, remember, I'm starting this from scratch. But the job of a coach is to give you those shortcuts, to give you those blueprints, to give you those templates so that you don't have to try and figure it out all by yourself. Your job is to trust your coach and do the work. And I
Exactly.
tell people when you do the work without thinking, don't overthink it. Don't try to remix the greatness. You don't know how to remix if you've never built a six-figure business.
True. Yes.
That's like me trying to, yeah, anybody cook. Make sure you're saying, hey, good morning, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. How many of you guys bake? So if you're a baker, you can't go in substituting starch for flour unless you've at least done it right with the starch. And I think that's where so many business owners go wrong is I give you a recipe, you've never baked it, you don't know what it takes, and then you start cutting corners. Marlene, you want to speak about that?
Well, you know what? Honestly, coach, I have to say that I love your accountability and you're straightforward. And the thing is that I realize I have to unlearn some of my patterns and behaviors. And I love the accountability and I the grace that you give. It's like you, hey, I know you have it in you, you have the greatness, you encourage me, but at the same time you say, get out of your head. Stop
Because I know
overthinking
you
it.
can.
Right.
I believe in women and their earning power. And I'm remiss if I allow women to sit around and not earn what they're capable of earning. So if those of you who are watching, if you know you're capable of more, go to bit.ly/holiday sessions 2023. Right now, we have a special opportunity for you to receive some tuition assistance to help make your program more affordable. But above all else, do realize you need the help. If you've never built a business before, and this is what blows me away, Marlene, and I'm going to have you comment on this too. If you've never built a business before, how do you know how to build a business? And it's not something that you can just watch somebody else on social media and pick up. Marlene, what do you think about that?
I totally agree. And what I like about you and your coaching is that um, it ties into my target market now is the comeback. When someone has to come back from, life happens, and being able to have to rebuild and rethink and start from scratch. But you are there to give us the template and the encouragement that we need. That's what I need too. Because in order to get to that 7 figures, like you said, you need somebody to actually that's going to show you, not just tell you, but actually walk you through the process. It's, with me, I want you to walk me through the process, and you're doing just that. And that's why I appreciate it. And you don't know what you don't know. And sometimes when life takes hold of you, things happen in life. I think we as women, because we wear so many hats, and when something happens to you, like a sickness or illness, sometimes you have to start back over. And you need that other sister that to say, hey, no, you still got it. Let me
And
help you.
and that's one thing about women that I'm an advocate for. We find the money for everybody else. We find the time for everybody else. It's time for you to start making those investments in
Hmm.
yourself. Go
Yes.
make sure you're registered for the free session on Thursday. Make time to sit there and listen. Make time to attend unbothered and make time to make those decisions that are
Correct.
not just going to impact you today, but are going to impact you into your 50s and your 60s. We cannot keep not getting paid what we're
Mhm.
worth, whether it's at work, whether it's in your business. That is the biggest mistake that women make is we lowball ourselves.
Mhm.
We make everybody else a priority. And when it's all said and done, unfortunately, the cavalry's not coming.
Yes.
So if you're to be saved, then it needs to be you need to save you. And you need to make saving you a priority. So, what do you think are a couple of things that women should look for when they are looking for a coaching program? Because over the last few days, I've talked to so many women that have been in a coaching program for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, and they're nowhere. And, they paid a pretty penny, way more than they would have paid over here for those coaching programs. And they're still, at square one. What should people look for in a coaching program?
Your resources. And when I say resources, I just don't mean just the information that you give verbally, but you're hands on. You give us so much um, of yourself. I love to empower other women. You pour into us because sometimes it's not even about just the material that you give, coach, but it's also your empowerment. That's number one. You start with the mindset, and then you also give us the templates, the steps. And you not only give that information to us, you are actually doing it. And like you're starting the starting from scratch program where we can actually watch you to see you in action. That is awesome.
And I think that every woman needs that, guys. If you haven't already registered for Thursday's session, I think it's at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, bit.ly/holiday sessions 2023. It's a free session. I'm going to be giving you guys a copy of my recipe book on building a six-figure business from scratch. But you said something that you don't know what you don't know. And the time and money and stress and frustration that you spend trying to figure it out has to be worth something. And that's why we created this tuition program, so that and you'll get access to the tuition program if you register on that link, so that women can know you don't have to do it by yourself, but sometimes you do have to understand that the sacrifice, the time, the energy and effort are worth getting the help.
Yes.
And stop feeling like we got to solve every problem. Stop feeling like we got to toe every line. Stop feeling like we got to till every garden by ourselves. The world conditioned women to do that, but that's not how you win. So why do you feel it's important for women to invest in building their business?
It's really important, Coach. What I like is you give us resources to tap into, as far as one of the top reasons why one of the top reasons is capital. And to me, you are the resource queen with that. And so you taught me so far how to tap into other resources, as far as the grants, and also how to tap into myself first, because I'm the first source of capital. And that's what I appreciate about you, and being ready, so that I am able to go to like step number 2 to apply for the grants. Because like you've already taught us, we have to have the business plan set up, and I don't want to give stuff away, but sometimes we jump out haphazardly and not having that strong foundation. So you starting off with you have shown me what I need to, all the stuff that I need to have in place, that I know with other coaches, they'll charge you for this, and this, but they don't give you the information that you do. You filled in all the missing links, the missing holes, and all of that. So,
and I think it's critical too, that people realize that not having to do it alone is so super important. I think that more often than not, mindset is worth even more than strategy.
mm-hmm.
Because anybody can show you, but you have to be encouraged.
Right.
You have to have examples. You got to have resources, and you have to have accountability.
Mm-hmm.
Because you will sit over there and talk yourself out of $1 million. I'm just being honest. You will
start
sit
talking
over there,
about me,
baby. That's a lot of us.
Yeah.
It's not just you. The reason I'm able to coach women so effectively is the things that I'm telling you guys are things I'm telling myself.
Mm-hmm.
On a daily basis. We have not ever really learned our true value. So us being to reconcile being worth 6 and 7 figures is the first lesson.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people there are 4 places your money is made. The first place your money is made is in your mind. You got to come up with an idea.
Right.
The second place your money is made is in your heart. You got to believe that you can do it.
Right.
The next place, the third place your money is made in your hands. You got to create something. And women need to know that you can create millions out of your hands. And the fourth place your money is made is with your feet. You got to take action. You got to move something. And if at any point that process shuts down, you're literally shutting down your money. You're shutting down your gifts. You're shutting down your talents. All 4 of those have to come together. So whether it's the idea, the concept, if you don't know what you would do with a business or how you would start a business or what business is right for you, mm-hmm. Get in this program. Let us help you figure it out. If you don't believe in yourself or your ability to do it, get in this program. Let us help you improve your belief. Because the more strategy you get, the more confidence you're going to gain and the more belief that you're going to build. If you don't know how to build it, get in this program. Let us give you the tools and the templates that you need. So the worst way to write a book ever, let me tell you this. The worst way to write a book ever is with a blank sheet of paper and a cursor blinking at you, cussing you out every 5 seconds. You do not write this book. If you don't have a baseline to get started, then what happens is you just keep drawing blanks. Get some help. God purposed everybody for something. I believe in that 100%. I believe that everybody came with some gift, some talent, the answer to somebody's problem. And sometimes it's right there. More often than not, it's right there at your feet. But because it's been you for so long, because you have ignored it so long, or the world has trumped on it for so long, you don't even see your greatness. And if you don't get help to identify that thing that the world finds valuable about you, you're either going to ignore it, one. Number two, keep giving it away for free. Or number three, give it away for pennies, or try to make it a nonprofit, or just keep running around and not building the legacy you need for yourself. So bit.ly/holiday sessions 2023 is a free session. We're going to be talking about what you need to build a 6-figure business from scratch and why those things are important. You talk to most marketers and they say, oh, your branding is the number one thing. You talk to somebody else, they say, oh, your marketing is the number one thing. You talk to somebody else and they say, oh, your pricing is the number one thing. But in actuality, it's just like a recipe. If I'm cooking a pound cake and I need a pound of butter, a pound of sugar, and a pound of flour, if I leave any of those out, it will not be the desired result. Right. All of the failures may look different. Yeah. So if I don't add no flour, it's just going to be sugar and butter bubbling, caramel. If I don't add any sugar, it's just going to be butter and flour, biscuits. If I don't add any butter, then it's just going to be flour and sugar, burned. But at any point, if I leave one of these things out, then I run the risk of not getting the right result. That's why all of these things are equally important. It is the balance that builds a 6-figure business. So guys, if you have not already, make sure you are registered at bit.ly/holiday sessions 2023. We have some amazing tuition assistance opportunities available and an amazing opportunity for anybody that's building their business from scratch or rebranding their business to really move to the next level. So one last question. How has this course helped you identify your earning potential?
Well, I like the first meeting that we had, Coach. You definitely put me on the right track with me being on the right track to establish the pricing for my coaching program and to realize my value. It's ironic because being on the ministry side, sometimes you help me to bridge that gap and really learn. I know a lot of women that I've talked to, they're also experiencing that too. In the word, it says that your gift will make room for itself. And a servant is worthy of his hire. When you have something of value, I can say that, but are you in your heart, like you just said, do you feel that you're able to ask for your value and you shall receive it? If you are confident in that, and I'm confident in that, Coach, you've helped me cross that bridge, and I have no problem with asking now, and I appreciate you for that. But I know you make sure that everything that I'm offering is in alignment.
And I think that between number one, women being all over the place,
Mm-hmm.
and number two, them not having a blueprint for six figures. I think all of that impacts their confidence to charge more. And we feel like we have to justify charging more when in actuality people pay more for less. I talked to some lady and she was like, well, my product is geared towards people that maybe don't make as much money. And I said, well, how much people make is irrelevant in most cases, because there are people that make $500,000 a year and don't have money for groceries. They live in $1 million house, driving, $100,000 cars, and they're essentially broke. And then there are people that don't make that much money that got thousands of dollars under the mattress. Then there are people that don't make that much money walking around with $2,000 and $3,000 purses on their shoulders. Yeah. So what's the proof? The proof is that when somebody wants something, they will figure it out.
Yes.
Period.
Yes. Yeah.
They will find the money. It's not your job to reduce your prices. It's not your job to be the bargain rack. It's not your job to put your stuff on sale. It's not your job to be cheap. It's your job to make them understand why they need what you have to offer.
Mm-hmm.
So with that being said, Ms. Marlene, please let us know what program you have coming up, how it's going to serve women, and where can they find you on social media?
Yes, I am thanks to you. You helped me to put this together. I am a self-empowerment coach, and one of the things that I've developed is a life fulfillment empowerment blueprint for women to find inner peace, their purpose, and also to discover their gift. And how it ties in, coach, is something that I'm going through personally, and that's why God put me on this path. It's a comeback, and it's perfect for what it ties into what you're doing when you talk about the balance. We are stuck. Life has happened. Some of us are experiencing being an empty nester. We're coming back probably from an illness, and we need to rebrand ourselves. Some of us are just lost. We feel that we're above 50, and we think that this is it. And we spent all of our life, raising our children, and we have no place to go. We're lost. Well, guess what? You're not. You still have life to live, and I want to help put you back on that spiritual path, right? That starting with that mindset, teaching you how to really pour into yourself and trust and know that the journey that you're on is going in, and the gift that you have, like Coach just said, is right there. That gift will make room for itself for you, right? That gift is going to turn into your business, but you have to believe and know that. And then once you believe that, remove those limiting beliefs and roadblocks. That is when Coach is going to appear. She is going to help guide you on the business side, because trust me, they can overlap. But if you are stuck and don't know who am I without my kids, who am I? It's time to invest in yourself. And that's what I'm doing right now. And that's when Coach showed up to empower me. And what I love also, Coach, you are building a community of other empowering women, and we pour into one another.
Absolutely. That's part of it. The sisterhood, the support, all of that is part of it, guys. And if you're out there by yourself, I cannot think of a more miserable existence than not having like-minded people in this journey. One thing I tell people, guys, in closing, there are different paths that you're going to take in your life. Mm-hmm. And in each path, the people that you need for that particular assignment will show up. But are you willing to go with them? Are you willing to do the things? Because when I worked a job, Next day, all we talked about was Grey's Anatomy and whatever was on TV the night before. So when I started building my business, those conversations were no longer important or impactful to me.
Right. Yeah.
You know, I think the Bible says something about, you know, when you grown, you put away them childish things.
Yeah.
To me, all of that felt childish. Like how y'all sitting up here devoting your life and time to these people that got their money. They already got it. They got their money. They making millions of dollars by you sitting there buying everything that come on these commercials.
Yeah.
You know, so it's that thing that we as women, it's time for us to stand up for ourselves. It's time for us to stand up by ourselves. And we got to get the help and be in those like-minded communities that are going to help facilitate that. So where can they find you on Instagram, Facebook, Miss Marlene?
You can find me on Facebook, Marlene Tremuel on Facebook, and also on my website, herinnerpeace.com. You can find me also there. And I'm looking forward to serve you, and I'll be able to walk with you to help you remove those roadblocks and to get you unstuck so that you can come out and just share your gift with the world. And then you have Coach to help you, to show you how to do it.
And then you got sisters like Miss Marlene to keep you encouraged along the way. So guys, make sure you sign up for Thursdays, free webinar, bit.ly/holiday sessions 2023. Thank you so much, Miss Marlene. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
And guys, we look forward to seeing you Thursday, where we're going to be giving away prizes for those in attendance, an opportunity for you to get tuition assistance, and so much more. Don't miss the opportunity, bit.ly/holiday sessions 2023. Talk to you later today.